Hi guys, Rob46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 18 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue our final season in career mode aboard the Red Bull KTM and see how we can get on for the next couple of rounds. First round is going to be at Sachsenring. Let's see how we get on. Okay, well, that's a bit interesting. Qualifying was done in the dry and we were looking good, but the race is going to be in the wet. No wet practice for me. So, yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting race, I think. It's, yeah, we were quite a bit quicker in the dry, but I don't think that's going to transition over too well in the wet. But we'll find out. We are about to start this race at Sachsenring. 10 laps around here. Here we go. So off the line, that was a pretty damn good start. It's whether we can go through turn one, remain in the lead. Will anyone come up the inside? I don't think so. Oh, no, Dovi is. Dovi managed to force his way through. So we've dropped back down a second. Here comes Vinales. That's pushed me wide. Marquez has come through as well. So we barge back up the inside of both of them. Anything you can do, I can do as well. So we are back up to second place, just behind Andrea DeVizioso. Gone wide, gone too wide. Vinales is through, so's Marquez, and we got Zarco just behind. So it was a great start, but we have lost 3 places. We are down in 4th place. But yeah, the KTM really doesn't feel that great in the wet, it has to be said. They were off track then. Yeah, it definitely squirms all over the place. Traction control really doesn't seem to do much on the KTM in the wet. Just spinning the rear up and they'll weave to the right. We close in a bit on the brakes. Yeah, definitely not comfortable with the KTM in the wet. It felt pretty good in the dry round here, but in the wet it just does not feel that good. We are having rear end issues. And this is a track where I kind of almost expect myself to win as we go up the inside of both of them into second place. Bit wide. Vinales is back through. Marquez trying to go around the outside now. That's worked, so we're back down to 4th. Yeah, just expect to get myself a good result here because I know that the next race, Brno, that is not going to be a good race at all. So we need to get as many points as we can in this race and hope that Brno isn't too bad for us. Currently lying in 4th place still though. We're on lap 2 of 10. Got a long way to go in this race. And the worrying thing is we are spinning up left, right and centre. If we keep doing that, we are going to wear that rear tyre out. Marquez off track again. Okay. Down the waterfall. Not really making up too much time through there like we do in the dry. Hard on the brakes, Marquez looking up the inside of Vinales but not making it through. That was a good exit from me there. Closing back in on Marquez. Later on the brakes, go around the outside. Marquez is up the inside of Vinales. Did not work. Now we've got the run on Marquez. We may be able to outbrake Vinales at the end of this straight. Marquez is coming back on the brakes. Back into second place. We've gone wide again and they're both through again. Same thing happened at the beginning of the last lap. Got past both of them, but they both got past me in turn 1. So we need to go careful through turn 1 and try to hold a tighter line next time. We're all kind of closing back in again. DeVizioso not pulling away as we get Vinales. Nicely done up the inside. Spinning up that rear though, don't want to be doing that. Oh, again, kicking out a bit. Through the long left. Trying to get the exit. Early on the brakes, get it turned and try to get it powered out. Marquez again, always seems to run off track through that corner. We've gone wide. Vinales is going to come back through. Now he's in the way as we go through the waterfall as well. So couldn't quite put the power on when I wanted to there. Vinales weaves, we outbrake. We are back up to 3rd place. No, we're not. Vinales has made his way back through and dropped us back down to 4th. Meanwhile, it looks like Marquez is catching DeVizioso as we go around the outside of Vinales. And can we make it stick? Yes, we can. We've got a good run out. So staying in 3rd place for now. So will we be able to hold our line into turn 1 this time? Marquez is right on Dovizioso. We go through turn 1, gone wide again, but we cut that back just in time to close the door to Vinales to deny him taking the place away. So we're into 3rd place as we close in on Marquez and Dovizioso at the moment. Dovizioso leading the way. Marquez right on him, trying to get the inside of Marquez, but not quite working through there. Doesn't always end up well going through there. All right. Through the long left. Again, trying to get the run out. Vinales isn't done with yet. We go through this kink, get the power on again. Is Marquez going to run off track again? Yes, he is. Okay, through the waterfall. That was a much better run that time. We didn't have Vinales in the way. We may be able to outbrake both of them as we do and go into the lead. Can we get it stopped? Oh, Marquez went round the outside and he made it stick as well. Dovizioso was up the inside, Marquez round the outside, but we're round the outside of Marquez now and back into the lead. Well, that's been an interesting opening 4 laps. On to lap number 5 in the lead. Can we get it stopped into turn 1 this time? No, we've gone a bit wide again. But that was fine that time. They were not close enough to come through. So we are staying in the lead for now. Okay. Looking good. Try to get away from Marquez and Dovizioso if we can. Obviously Marquez is our main rival in the title at the moment. So we need to at least beat him. That rear just spinning up when I don't want it to. Through the kink. Get on the power nice and early. Spinning up that rear a little bit as well. Okay. We've got the waterfall coming up. Marquez is trying to have a look up the inside, but he wasn't quite close enough as we go down the hill. Into Sachsen curve. Gone a bit too hot into there. Gone way too wide. Marquez is still right on us. Into the final corner. Get the run up the hill. Spinning up the rear all over the place though. Still managed to get a better exit than Marquez, so we are staying in the lead for now. On the brakes, ready for turn 1. That was good. Spot on. Okay, we are looking good at the moment. But Marquez is still right there, so we cannot afford to relax at the moment. We may be able to just start edging away. Through the long left. I think we may be edging away slightly now. Through the kink. Through the double left. Marquez will go off track there probably. No, didn't look like it from behind. Down we go, down the hill. That was a good line. Hard on the brakes for Sachsen curve again. That was much better that time. Held the line. Into the final corner again as we come to the end of lap number 6. Up the hill we go. Yeah, we're pulling away. We are pulling away from Marquez. On the brakes. Maybe a bit too early on the brakes that time. Let's keep it together. We are pulling away from Marquez, so we don't need to worry too much. The arrow will still appear at slow corners, but that's obviously the nature of the corners. We're looking good though. Was not expecting to be like this. I mean, the KTM, like I said, in the wet, it does not feel nice at all. It feels pretty horrid. But we're making it work for now. And We are slowly but surely pulling away from Marquez and Dovizioso and just extended our lead little by little. Down the hill we go again. Bit too hot into Sachsen curve again. The final corner again. That is going to be the end of lap number 7. Oh, spinning up the rear, coming up the hill. But we've really extended our lead now. On to lap 8. On the brakes. Get it stopped. Nice. Yeah, I knew that if it was going to be dry, we definitely had a good chance of winning. But I was a little bit worried when I saw that it was raining. Mainly because I didn't do any practice in the wet. So I thought I'd better not chance it and go for the smaller discs for the front brake. Mainly because the times that I have done a bit of wet practice with the KTM, the bigger disc brakes on the front, it just bites too much. So definitely the smaller ones are the way to go for the KTM at the moment. Maybe when we do more upgrades, it will be a bit better. But yeah, it's just trying to kind of judge where the braking markers are going to be in the wet when we haven't done any wet practice after getting used to obviously the dry. It takes a bit of getting used to. Yeah, this one is looking good. We are looking on form for a win here at Sachsenring. Next race is going to be very difficult. Brno, and then not long after that we'll be going to Misano. Hard on the brakes. Oh, no, fuck. Bollocks, well that was a pretty slow crash, so I will carry on. Shit, didn't want to be doing that. I just done a Danny Pedrosa. I can't remember what year it was now. Quite a long time ago he was leading Sachsenring in the rain. He had like over a 10-second lead and then binned it into the first corner. A lot quicker than what I just done. So yeah, that did not go too well. Just got it a bit crossed up on the brakes and then went on the curb. And yeah, just could not get the bike stopped in time. So we've dropped back down to 5th place. We can see Rossi just ahead. But we are on the penultimate lap, so I think that chance of a win, we've completely blown that. That is not good. We have blown a chance of a win here to extend our lead over Marquez. He's going to close it down, but how many points is he going to close it down by? If we finish in 5th, he's going to close it down quite nicely for him. We've got one more lap to go. Can I at least make one position up? Can I try and get on the podium? Can I get Viñales? But we've got to get past Rossi first. We're not even on the back of him yet. So final lap time. On the brakes into turn 1. Get it stopped this time. There we go. We haven't got any bike damage to worry about either because it was a nice slow crash. Come on, we are with these. If we can get past all 3, that will put us back into 2nd place. But I think Marquez is just a little bit too far ahead now. Yes, he is. I can just about see him as we get Rossi. Have we made it stick? Gone a bit wide. No, Rossi's come back through. So we're back down to 5th place. Try and get the run out. Not working. Get the run through here. We start going back uphill. Not working yet. Maybe down the hill. Viñales was very wide. Down the hill we go. Oh, we've got a good run on Rossi. We've got a good run. We will be able to get him. There we go. Got him before we went on the brakes. Oh, little twitch mid-corner. That pushed us wide. Oh, that was a big... No. Okay. We managed to stay on. We managed to stay ahead of Rossi as well. Okay, that was a massive moment. I don't know how neither of us crashed there. But we managed to salvage 4th place. But holy shit, that was almost a big crash right at the end of the race there with Rossi. I had a twitch mid-corner through the Sachsen curve. That pushed me wide. As I came back online, Rossi was there. And we had a big collision. That sent me on the grass, but we just managed to get it back on the track. Did any of my teammates finish in the top 15? No. Lorenzo 15th. Okay. So just my points. So Marquez would have closed that gap down nicely for him. There we go. 10 points just separating us now. Wow. We threw that one away, didn't we? And look at that. We've dropped down to 4th in the team championship as well. So this is what happened to me. My crash. Get it a little bit crossed up on the brakes. There we go. A bit of movement. Then when we went on the curb. And then that just sent us a bit too wide. Couldn't get it stopped in time. And then, yeah, just a little high side. Well, not even a high side. Just flipped my rider off and my bike just fell over. So a little high side, but my bike didn't really suffer too much damage. Just went on its side and slid a little bit. Didn't slide very far. But my rider looked like he'd broken his neck then. Okay, so this is what happened with Rossi. So coming out of Sachsen curve, I go wide because I have a twitch. Come back online. Rossi's there. Look at how close that was. That sent me on the grass. I don't know how the hell I managed to steer back onto the track, but I did. And still managed to get the run up the start-finish straight. So unfortunately, 4th place, but could have been a lot worse. Well, you know what that means for the next race. Brno. We may end up losing the championship lead in the next race if we're not careful. Because it's Brno. Off we go. Okay, this is very worrying. It's going to be another wet race. Again, qualifying was done in the dry. I couldn't get pole position. I managed to get 3rd though, so we are starting on the front row. It is pretty close at times. But yeah, couldn't get the better of the 2 Yamahas. But yeah, it's in the wet, so this is going to be very interesting. Not looking forward to this one. Here we go. That was actually a good start. We have got a blinding start as we go into the lead. Wow, okay, surprised myself there. Gone a bit wide though. We're probably going to lose the lead. Yeah, Rossi's through, Dovizioso's through, but we've got a better exit than both of them, have we? Spun up the rear a little bit. Dovizioso's there. That Ducati's going to power pass, or is it? Will we be able to outbrake him into the next corner? We are. Can we get it stopped in time? A little twitch. We've gone a bit wide. Dovizioso and Vinales are trying to come through, but we're on the inside for the next corner. We've gone a little bit wide again. Just managing to hold on to the lead for now. So this has been quite an eventful race already, and we've only done a few corners. Let's try and keep up the momentum. Was not expecting that kind of start, and was not expecting to be able to battle with them either. Yeah, I'm just going to be learning the track in the wet again, just like we've done at Sachsenring. I just hope we don't have a finish like Sachsenring. Okay. Come on. There's going to be a couple of areas where they're going to be quicker than me. Have we got it stopped on the brakes in time this time? Yes, we have. So these next couple of corners is where they're usually quicker in the dry. I mean, we know what happened here last season with me and Marquez. Okay, no lunges that time. That is fine. And the next corner, they're usually better on braking as well. Oh, someone's looking on the inside but didn't quite manage to get through. Okay, that is going to be the end of lap number 1, but they are queuing up behind me. Vinales, I just saw the back of his helmet there. Dovizioso's still there as well. Into turn 1 again. 7 laps we've got to try and hold on for. We've done 1. Come on. Let's get away from them. I mean, we probably won't be able to pull away, but I'm going to try my best. Just try and make the KTM work. Gone too wide. way too wide, but managing to hold on to that lead. Oh, no, Marquez is there. Dovizioso's there as well. Spun up the rear a little bit. But still managing to stay in the lead for now, but they are right there. We've gone wide again. I've made loads of mistakes, but they haven't been able to make a move on me, which is a little bit weird. Okay, come on. We can do this. Actually, I don't think we can, but I'm going to try and stay in the lead as long as possible. Yeah, the KTM didn't feel great round here in the dry, let alone the wet. So I really had to give it some to try and get on the front row of the grid, which eventually paid off. But yeah, it really took some going. And that's pretty much all gone out the window because we're now racing in the wet. But so far, hasn't been too bad. I have braked a little bit too late on a few occasions. So just trying to learn where my wet braking markers are. Oh, Dovizioso closes right up through the penultimate corner, through the final corner. Spinning up the rear on the exit. Over the line. So if we're leading coming out the final corner on the final lap, we will be able to get to the start finish line. Still in the lead. Dovizioso and Marquez are still there. It looked like Marquez was up the inside of Dovizioso. If those two keep fighting, that will be good for me. But really, I need Dovizioso to finish ahead of Marquez, because then that will extend my lead by a few more points. If he finishes second and we manage to somehow win this race, we'll extend our lead by 5 points, putting it up to 15 points as opposed to 10. But at the moment, they are both fighting quite aggressively. I'm just trying to keep out of it, just try and do my own thing. Managed to get away with the mistakes I've made so far, but this is quite an intense race because this is a track I know is very difficult and the AI are very strong around here. But maybe the wet is a blessing in disguise because I definitely didn't have the pace in the dry. Just got to make sure that I don't make a similar mistake to what we made at Sachsenring, where I just outbraked myself, I had a bit of a moment on the brakes. So try and keep it nice and tidy. Don't want to end up throwing it down the road. So I know that if I do, we will end up way down. Coming to the end of lap 3, that was way too wide. We've just started building up a nice little lead as well, and we've just thrown that all away. And that is Marquez in second place. He's going to try and hunt me down. If he wins and I finish second, that lead is going to come down to 5 points. If he wins and we finish even further down, he could potentially take the lead of the championship at the end of this race. So we need to hang on for as long as possible. And if I can fight with him, I will. That all depends. Can we stay out front? The acceleration isn't actually too bad at all. Acceleration wise, we're not too bad. It's just all about trying to stay away from Marquez, making sure there's no sniffing it of him being able to come through. If I give him a chance, he will take it. Yeah, definitely coming out of corners, we are kind of extending that lead a little bit. Just able to accelerate a little bit quicker. Obviously getting it stood up definitely helps as well. Up the hill. Now, I don't want Marquez right on me going through that little flip-flop, because last season, it ended in disaster. So we don't want a repeat of that. Into the penultimate corner, a little bit tentative into that. Through the final corner, spinning that rear up. We're starting to lose a bit of grip. Marquez is back on me. We're on lap 5. Can I hold him off for another few laps? I don't know. It's going to be difficult. I will give it a go though. This is as close as he's been for a little while. Get it stopped. No, didn't get it stopped. Went in too wide. Is he going to come through? No, he's not. Come on, KTM. Stay with me. Wide again. Trying to push a little bit too much at the moment. Trying to get away from Marquez again. I think DeVizioso's still right with him as well. If it is DeVizioso still in third. I'm not 100% sure. Look at those weird cloud formations. Okay. We'll manage to stay in the lead so far. Lap 5 coming to an end. We're going to be starting the penultimate lap very soon. Hard on the brakes into the penultimate corner. Oh, the rear really spinning up there. We didn't get a too bad exit out the corner, so we are on lap 6 of 7 now. One more lap to go after this one. Can we hold on to the lead? Marquez still right there. We just need to make sure we accelerate out of corners really well, because that's where we seem to be making our time up. They seem to be making it up on the brakes. Oh, get off that curb. Do not go on the curbs. Going wide again. Keep going wide there. Yeah, Marquez is right there. Ooh, that rear is really squirming all over the place. This is tough. We have got Marquez still right behind us as we accelerate well. We cannot get away from him. He's been hounding us for the majority of the race. Oh, come on. Cannot get the grip at corners. He is close. He is very close. Into the penultimate corner. Just managing to hold him off for the moment. We have got one more lap to go, and there is not much separating us now. The rear is all over the place, spinning up on acceleration. Final lap. Marquez is as close as he's been. On a bit wide, but that's fine. We can cut it back. But will he try and sneak through? No, he won't. Yeah, our acceleration doesn't quite seem to be as good as what it was the last couple of laps. Rear tyre has been degrading. Marquez closes on the brakes. Come on, we just got the rest of this lap to hold on to the lead and we could potentially take a win, but Marquez is still right there. That was better through there that time, didn't go wide. Hold it together. Do not let him back past. Come on. Okay, we're looking good at the moment, but we are coming up to the danger zone. The zone where the AI are a little bit quicker. Well, I don't think that advantage is transferred over to the wet at the moment. Can we stay ahead? This is the couple of corners where we had that coming together last season. He hasn't been close enough to be able to do anything. 2 corners left to go. Can we hold on to it? We've got a nice little gap now, I think. He will close on the brakes, but we hold our line. 1 corner to go. Here we come, spinning up the rear. Come on, get that power down. We're going to win at Brno in the wet on the KTM. Wow, that was a tough race. There wasn't a hell of a lot going on, but just having Marquez that close all race, that was tough. That was very tough. Look at that. Less than half a second behind. Wow. Okay, yep, pole. Pole Espargaro got 13th. So that's a nice couple of 3 points for us. So 15-point lead over Marquez. It's still not a big lead. But yeah, we are 4th at the moment. It's going to take a while to try and get back into 3rd. But Repsol, Honda and Ducati really close.
We are picking up again live from the track, where the top 3 riders have just arrived on the podium for the award ceremony. Each Grand Prix makes its own story, but these guys will definitely be ones to keep an eye on in races to come.
Well, that was a very tough race. I wasn't expecting to be able to do anything there, especially after qualifying. Just didn't have the pace, but that rain was actually a blessing in disguise. We managed to take the victory at a track where I was expecting to try and do damage limitation. We definitely done that all right. So let's look at the standings for all categories. So Red Bull Rookies Cup, Philippe Salax leading that from Canonchu 2nd, Dennis Onchu 3rd, Yamanaka in 4th, and Yuki Kuni in 5th. And then we'll go on to Moto 3. Well, Bezzecchi and Jorge Martin join on points again. 1st and 2nd for them, Bastianini in 3rd, Canet 4th, and Digi Antonio 5th. Moto 2, Alex Marquez still somehow has won every single race. He's got a massive lead over Oliveira in 2nd, Bagnaia 3rd, Baldassari 4th, and Vierge in 5th place. Then we go to MotoGP, where I've got a 15-point lead over Marquez. Vinales in 3rd, Dovizioso 4th, and Valentino Rossi in 5th place. Okay, and then constructors, we are 17 points ahead of Honda, but we are lacking in the team championship down in 4th. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.